Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're back talking about Survivor. Another Survivor video. We're going back to a series that I really enjoyed doing the series when I was doing it. It was Resimulating Survivor Seasons on the Brant Steel. And I said I'd do a video once the Winners at War 1 came out. And it has. It has officially came out. Now, I don't know when this video is going to be coming out. To be honest, I don't even have an account on the computer. I don't even have, my actual YouTube account on this computer I'm recording this on right now. So, I'm going to try and get it over to the one that I can upload it. But, yeah, we're gonna go through re-simulating Survivor Winners at War. I feel like this is really topical because we just had Survivor Australia vs. the World. Survivor 50, Survivor 49 is about to start. We had the influencer experience a little episode. And it's a very big time. Fun period in reality TV. Things are kind of starting up again. It is September. So, let's get into it. Let's go through Survivor Winners at War. Now, I did say a very long time ago that I would be doing I wanted to do Resimulating Big Brother, and I might still do that. I also wanted to do Australian Survivor, the Australian Survivor seasons that are on here. I might still do that as well. But I don't know when. Just whenever I feel like it, I'll record them. Especially, we'll see how this goes. For all I know, you're not even seeing this right now. So, yeah. Either way, let's go through this. I actually did a little simulation of this earlier, and I literally just scrolled down just to see who the winner was, and Tony won again. So, we'll see if he wins again. We'll see if he wins this time around. But obviously, we have the Dackle and Saleh tribe, so let's get into it. 20 winners. Let's do this. Okay. Each player will start with one fire token. They will have value in the game. If someone is voted out, they must give their fire tokens to another player. The fire token menu lists what can be purchased with fire tokens. The grand prize is revealed to be $2 million. So this is kind of what we got here. Use the fire token to purchase any items. Present any fire tokens at any challenge. So for food, we got coffee, pastries for 3 tokens, 4 tokens. Small bag of beans for 4 tokens, and regular bag of rice for 5 tokens. For comfort, we have 2 pillows, 2 blankets for 4 tokens, and a tarp for 5 tokens. And an advantage in the challenge is 4 tokens. So, let's see how this goes. This is interesting already. I guess, and it's kind of interesting because I was wondering why is this taking so long? But obviously, it is this is. So, there are a lot of twists in this season, I guess. So, yeah. All right, the Marooning Challenge. 2 members, which is the mini challenge. 2 members from each tribe will battle for the ring. The tribe that gets one of their members to have a hand on the ring and one on the tribe's flagpole scores a point. The first tribe that scores 5 points wins. Now, I will be honest, I'm not going to be talking about going through every description of the challenge. I'm just going to say who wins. And just from further notice, I just wanted to do this first one. But, Saleh wins, which is different from the actual show. They also win Flint and Rice. So, that's something. Yeah. Alright, the Dackle tribe hidden immunity idol split into 2 halves is currently hidden. There are no alliances. Saleh tribe. The Saleh tribe hidden immunity idol split into 2 halves is currently hidden. There are no alliances. Dackle tribe status. Idol still hidden. Nick, Sandris bond strongly. Sophie and Yule bond strongly, and it has bond slightly. It has a lasting impact. So, yeah, silly. So we have Adam and Ben. Wasn't that like wasn't that just on the show? They're bonding strongly. Danny and Natalie find something in common. It has a lasting impact. Oh my god. And we have a major alliance. Oh my god. Alliance 1 form. Adam and Ben. I'm pretty sure that was an alliance on the actual season. Alright, get to tribal. Dackle. Tribal council. Let's see. It has a hidden immunity. I don't like to play it. Now would be the time to do so. No one stands. I'll read the votes. First vote, Kim. Tyson. 1 vote Kim, 1 vote Tyson. Tyson. 2 votes Tyson. Kim. We're 2 votes Kim, 2 votes Tyson. Tyson. We're 3 votes Tyson, 2 votes Kim. Kim. That's 3 votes for Kim, 3 votes for Tyson. Kim. That's 4 votes for Kim, 3 votes for Tyson. Kim. That's 5 votes for Kim. 3 votes for Tyson, 2 votes left. Tyson. That's 5 votes for Kim, 4 votes for Tyson, 1 vote left. First person voted out, Survivor Winners at War. Kim. The final vote count was 6 votes Kim and 4 votes Tyson. Kim, the tribe has spoken. Kim can choose whether to permanently leave the game or continue to chance. She chooses to continue. Because obviously Edge of Extinction's in this as well. So I guess I'll run through how everyone voted, I guess. Amber voted for Kim. Kim voted for Tyson. Nick voted for Kim. Sandra voted for Kim. And Sarah voted for Kim. Sophie voted for Tyson. Tony voted for Kim. Tyson voted for Kim. Wendell voted for Kim. Yule voted for Tyson. And Kim voted for Rob. Kim bequeathed 1 fire token to Rob. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Alright, so this is how it's shaping up on day 1. After the first travel. Alright. Edge of Extinction! Came right. He's at Edge of Extinction. 1 castaway on Edge. Edge of Extinction priceless. Use fire tokens to purchase any of the following. Strategic. 1 advantage in return challenge is 1 token. Maximum 3 advantages may be purchased. Idol with full power, 3 tokens. Idol has power if you get back in the game. Maximum 1 idol will maybe be brought into the game. So, yeah. So for luxury, we got 1 pizza for 1 token, a jar of peanut butter for 1 token, a bottle of wine for 1 token, 6-pack of cold beer, 1 token, hammock, 1 token, pillow, 1 token. And, so yeah, the Edge of Extinction has the fire token menu. Kim finds a temporary hidden immunity idol. This functions the same as a normal hidden immunity idol, but it expires after the holder attends 3 tribal councils. It can be sold to any player in the game for 1 fire token. Kim will try to sell it to Rob. No one raises the flag. So, there we go. We'll see how long this is going to go. I feel like this is going to go on for a while. Well, alright. Sele tribe. And Ben finds the Sele tribe hidden immunity idol split into 2 halves. 1 half idol must be given to another player castaway before sundown. The half idols can be recombined into a full hidden immunity idol. Rob receives an offer to buy a temporary hidden immunity idol advantage for 1 fire token. He buys the advantage. This function the same as a normal hidden immunity idol, but it expires after he attends 3 tribal councils. Ben has the Cele idol in 2 parts. Rob has a temporary hidden immunity idol, good for 3 tribal. Ben transfers the Cele tribe half idol to Adam, obviously, and their alliance is still going strong, obviously. Immunity challenge, Cele wins again. Yep, that sounds appropriate. Dackle. You'll find the Dackle tribe hidden immunity idols put into 2 parts. One half must be given to another, passed away by sundown. The half idols can be recombined for full immunity idol. Yule has the Dackle tribe idol. He transfers the Dackle half idol to Sophie. Nick has a major meltdown. Tony and Tyson bond strongly. It has a lasting impact. Yule rests at camp to restore his energy. Wow. Sully Tribe. Adam is the Sully Tribe tribe idol that is ready to be combined into a full idol. Ben has the Sully half idol that is ready to be combined into one whole idol. Rob has a temporary idol. And Jeremy and Parvati bond slightly. Interesting. Ben and Ethan bond strongly. Natalie and Parvati have a small fight. Oh no. There's a lasting impact. Oh no. They were friends on the actual season, at least. Not at the start. But on the edge of it, at least. But Danny and Natalie have an alliance going on, so that's obviously something. Tribal Council! Yule has the half idol. Sophie has the half idol. Let's get if anyone has an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. First vote, Sandra. Sarah, 1 vote Sandra, 1 vote Sarah. Sarah, 2 votes Sarah, 1 vote Sandra. Sandra, we're tied, 2 votes Sandra, 2 votes Sarah. Sarah, 3 votes Sarah, 2 votes Sandra. Sandra, that's 3 votes for Sandra, 3 votes from Sarah, 3 votes left. Sarah, 4 votes Sarah, 3 votes Sandra. Sandra, that's 4 votes Sandra, 4 votes Sarah, 1 vote left. Second person voted out. Oh, the survivor. Winners at war. Sandra. Final vote count was 5 votes for Sandra, 4 for Sarah. Sandra has the tribe of Sandra. The tribe has spoken. Sandra chooses to stay in the game. We'll see if she raises flag. So Amber voted for Sarah. Nick voted for Sarah. Sandra voted for Sarah. Sarah voted for Sandra. Sophie voted for Sandra. Tony voted for Sandra. Really interesting. Tyson voted for Sandra. Wendell voted for Sarah. Yule voted for Sandra. Sandra bequeathed fire token to Nick. Why? That's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Episode 2! This is how everything stands right now. So, yeah. Let's move on. Sandra arrives at the edge. There are 2 edges. Kim and Sandra have a small fight. It has a lasting impact. Sandra finds the safety without power advantage. This allows the holder or a player of their choice to leave tribal council before the votes are cast. This makes them unable to be eliminated, but they will not vote. It can be sold to any player still in the game for 1 token. Sandra will try to sell it to Nick. No one raises their flag to leave the game. Wow, interesting. You would think Sandra will leave already. Nick receives an offer to buy a safety without power. He buys the advantage. This allows him to play, or a player of his choice, to leave tribal council before the votes are cast. However, this makes him unable to be eliminated, but he can't vote. Nick has safety without power. Sophie has the Dackle half idol. Yule has the Dackle half idol. Yule lets Sophie have the Dackle hidden immunity idol. So I guess Yule transfers the whole idol. Interesting. We'll see if she gets voted out with it again. Adam has the half idol. Ben has the half idol. Rob has his temporary idol. Adam lets Ben have the full idol. Okay, why? We got these two alliances going strong still. So, yeah. Immunity challenge. Dackle wins immunity for the first time in an event. They also win a spice kit. Nick has safety with power, blah, blah, blah. Sophie and Hyson bond strongly, has a lasting impact, and Amber and Sophie bond strongly as well. Oh, we got an alliance going on here. We have Amber, Sophie, Tony, Tyson, and Wendell. Very interesting. Yeah. Alright. Yep, we got everyone with the idols now. Adam and Ethan find something in common. Oh, we got an alliance of Adam, Ben, Denise, Ethan, and Michelle. What an alliance that is. What an alliance. Ben works hard at camp. He becomes tired. Alright. Tribal Council. If anyone has an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. No one plays the idol. Alright. First vote, Natalie. Jeremy, 1 vote Natalie, 1 vote Jeremy. Natalie, 2 votes Natalie, 1 vote Jeremy. Natalie, Jeremy. Natalie, 4 votes Natalie, 2 votes Jeremy. Natalie, that's 5 votes Natalie, 2 votes Jeremy. And third person voted out of Winners of War, Natalie. She continues in the game. Yeah. Here we go. Adam voted for Natalie, Ben voted for Natalie, Danny voted for Jeremy, Denise voted for Natalie, Ethan voted for Natalie, Jeremy voted for Natalie, Michelle voted for Natalie, Natalie voted for Jeremy, Parvati voted for Natalie, Rob voted for Natalie, Natalie gives the fire token to Danny. Wow. Now that's kind of interesting because Natalie and Jeremy are like really, really close. At least they were in San Juan del Sur. Interesting. So this is how the tribe divisions are tribes are laid out now. Going into episode 3, Age of Extinction. Kim takes it easy. Sandra finds a vote steal. Obviously she does. This allows holder a chance to retrieve a vote steal from the opposing tribe's camp. However, the opposing tribe will have the opportunity to find it too. It can be sold to any players still in the game for 1 fire token. Sandra will try to sell it to Nick, obviously. What an alliance that is! Dackle, Nick receives the vote steal. He buys the advantage, obviously he would. I already know the rules, so whatever. So Nick has the vote steal and the safety without power, so... yeah, and Sophie has the full idol. We still got this lines going strong down here. Sally. So Ben and Rob have the idols. Rob's a temporary. Got the alliances going on as well. So yeah, Tribal Council. Dackle wins. Okay, so it's kind of going back and forth here, and they also win kebabs in a grill. So that's cool. All right, Nick and Sophie have their advantages. Tony and Wendell find something in common. All right, Ben and Rob have idols. Ethan and Parvati find something in common. Danny and Michelle have a minor disagreement. Denise and Rob find something in common. It has a lasting impact. And Denise leaves this alliance. Interesting. All right, it's Tribal Council. Yeah. Everyone has an idol. I'll play now. Would be time to do so. Let's read the votes. First vote, Parvati, Danny, Parvati, 2 votes Parvati, 1 vote Danny, Parvati, 3 votes Parvati, Parvati, 4 votes Parvati. All right, bye Parvati. 5 votes. Parvati's voted out. She's chooses to continue in the game. So it's pretty much unanimous, except, yeah, it's unanimous, completely unanimous. Parvati bequeaths the fire token to Jeremy though, so yeah. But there we go. Okay, 4 women probably the four of the best female Survivor players are on at the edge of extinction right now. Parvati and Sandra have a small fight. Obviously, this is about their heroes and villains, and if this was happening now, this would also be about Australia versus the world. Who's the better player? Because is Parvati better than Sandra now? I still think Parvati's. I think Parvati's better, but yeah. Either way, the castaways on edge are given effort to eat an effort task to where they can collect 20 firewood logs one by one. And by sundown, blah blah blah. Each castaway that completes the task earns one fire token. Sandra completes one fire token. Parvati completes it. Kim completes it, and Anna completes it. Surprised Sandra's keeping up with this. You would not expect that. Obviously, we got these advantages going on, and we got these alliances going on. Yeah. Ooh. So we got kind of a similar... So, Sarah, Sophie, Tony, Tyson in this alliance here. That's a very... kind of interesting. See how this is going out. Yeah. Nothing I really know on this one. On the Saleh tribe for that one. And Saleh wins immunity. And they also win the chickens. Wendell and Yule bond strongly. Nick rests at camp. And Yule is injured, but gets treated and can stay in the game. Wow. Alright. Saleh tribe. Denise has a major meltdown. Michelle and Rob have a small fight. Jeremy and Michelle bond slightly. It has a lasting impact. Wow. Dackle Tribal Council. We got these advantages going on. Everyone has an island on planet now. It's Rizzo. No one stands. I'll read the votes. First vote. Yule. Nick. 2 votes. Yule. 1 vote. Nick. Yule. Okay. Yule's gone. Unanimous. He continues at edge. Yeah. There we go. That's how everything's going on now. Edge of extinction. Kim and Yule have a small fight, and no one ranks this flag. As part of a twist, new tribes are randomly assigned. It's a tribe swap. Oh my god! There will be 3 tribes. So we got 3 tribes now. It's Dackle tribe. On the new Dackle tribe, we have Ben, Michelle, Nick, Sarah, and Sophie. What a group. Saleh tribe. Adam, Amber, Ethan, Jeremy, and Tyson. Wow. And Yara. We got Danny, Denise, Rob, Tony, and Wendell. What a group we got here. It's obviously going great. Dackle tribe. Everyone. Oh my god. How many advantages are on this tribe? My goodness. So obviously a lot of alliances are like split up here because of this tribe swap. But yeah. Saleh tribe, yeah, nothing really going. It's all like very split up a bit. Rob obviously has the temporary idol there. Yeah. So Tony, out of a lot of his alliance members on different tribes. So yeah. All right, immunity challenge. Saleh wins immunity. Yara wins immunity. Okay, so Dackle is going to travel. Oh, so Dackle, anything there? Michelle and Sarah bond slightly. Michelle and Sophie bond slightly. Okay, so Michelle's doing some work. And Sophie leaves the alliance of Sarah, Tony, and Tyson. Okay. Have fun. Saleh, Ethan, and Tyson find something in common. Amber and Ethan have a small fight. Ethan is pressing the rest of the tribe. Danny and Tony bond strongly. And Wendell leaves this alliance of Amber, Sophie, Tony, and Tyson. Okay. Alright. Tribal Council. We got all these advantages. How many? That's a lot of advantages. Anyone has an idol and want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Oh, Sophie uses the Dackle hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Sophie will not count. Ben uses the Sele hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Ben will not count. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Sophie does not count. Sophie does not count. Sophie does not count. Nick, 1 vote Nick. Nick, 2. Nick is voted out. Oh my goodness, he stays at the game. Alright. Yeah. There we go. There's the tribe standings, edge of extinction. You got all these people. Nick and you are bonding. Nick finds an idol nullifier. God damn it. Nick will try to sell it to Ethan. Jesus. Nick's finding a lot of advantages, guys. Ethan receives an offer to buy an idol nullifier advantage. He buys the advantage. So Ethan has an idol nullifier now. And all these alliances are broken up. Same thing for the Yara tribe. Community challenge. Dackle wins. They also win peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and with milk. So I guess our 2 tribes going to travel. Okay. Ben finds another idol. God damn it. Obviously he does. Because obviously Ben does that. Ben and Sarah have a small fight. Sarah has a major meltdown. Oh my goodness. Sophie works hard at camp and becomes tired. And so Ethan has the idol nullifier. Tyson is impressing the rest of the tribe. Ethan and Jeremy find something in common. Adam is impressing the rest of the tribe. Rob and Wendell have a small fight, and it has a lasting impact. Okay. First tribal council, Yara Tribal. If anyone has an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Rob plays his hidden immunity idol, and votes cast against Rob will not count. Alright, the votes. First vote, Rob does not count. Rob does not count. Denise, 1 vote Denise. Denise. It's 2, that's enough. Need to bring me a torch. Denise voted out. She stays in the game. So obviously we got some vote. It's negated here. Danny voted for Rob. Denise voted for Rob. And Rob and Tony both voted for Denise. So, and Wendell too. And Denise bequeaths the fire token to Rob. Okay. I don't know if did we get that on the last one? I don't know. Alright, Sally Tribal. No one has an idol, so yeah. Jeremy, Amber, Jeremy voted out. Okay, there we go. He stays in the game. It's a unanimous vote, guys. And he bequeaths the one fire token to Adam and the other to Michelle. Okay. All right, episode 7. Denise and Jeremy arrive at Edge. Sandra is completely exhausted. Everyone bonds. These 5 people spawn slightly. 4 new fire tokens are hidden on Edge. The castaways race to find them. Denise finds a token. Jeremy finds a token. Nick finds a token. Nick finds a token. Oh my god, he has 2. Oh my god, I hope Nick does not win this. It's quite controversial nowadays. We got all this going on. So, yeah. Tyson finds an idol. How fun. So we got some. Ethan still has the idol fire. It's kind of interesting seeing how all these alliances are kind of still broken up. Oh! Tony finds an idol! We split into 2. And, yeah. Tony has the idol. He gives the other half to Danny. Okay. Okay. Please, Tony, you can save the season. You can win again. You can win. Reward challenge. Daco wins reward. Several pizzas and soft drinks. And Sally wins the reward. They win one pizza. How fun. Dishwalla. Yara, or that's what the immunity challenge is. Yara wins immunity, and Daco wins immunity. Savannah's idol. Michelle and Sophie have a major fight. Okay. Amber and Ethan have a small fight. Tyson has a major meltdown. Adam and Ethan bond slightly, has a lasting impact, and Adam works hard at camp and becomes tired. Danny has an idol, and Tony has the idol. Danny lets Tony have the Yara hidden immunity idol. Tony and Wendell bond strongly. Danny has a major meltdown. Danny and Wendell have a major fight. Oh my goodness. Alright, Stella. Tribal Council for Sally. Okay. No one has if anyone has a hidden mini idol, now everyone play. Now it's time to do so. Tyson plays the idol for Amber. Okay, anyone's cast against Amber will not count. First vote, Amber doesn't count. Amber doesn't count. Ethan's voted out. Okay. He stays in the game, and those are the people who voted for who. Adam voted for Amber. Amber voted for Ethan. Ethan voted for Amber. Tyson voted for Ethan. And, doesn't say who he bequeaths his token to. Unless he, already spent it. Which, I guess that could be theoretically be the case. I forget a lot. Guys. Natalie and Sandra are completely exhausted. Parvati and Yule have a small fight. Jeremy spends 1 fire token to buy an advantage in the returning challenge. Nick spends 3 tokens on a hidden immunity idol. Parvati spends 1 fire token to buy an advantage in the returning challenge. Sandra spends 3 idols to buy an idol. Kim spends 2 fire tokens to buy 2 advantages. Denise spends 1 fire token to buy an advantage. Natalie spends 1 fire token to buy an advantage in the returning challenge. They compete, eat, and the winner returns to the game. And we're having the first advantage. Kim, Natalie, Parvati. Okay, I guess I'll read this. Back in the saddle. Castaways must climb to the top of the net to retrieve a bag and then make their way to a locked gate. Using sticks and string, each castaway must retrieve a set of keys to unlock their gate. Once through the gate, they must maneuver a ball on a vertical snake maze while standing on a balance beam to the top of the maze. The first person to get their ball to the top would return to the game. For the fire advantage, for the first advantage, what the hell? Kim, Natalie, Parvati, Denise, and Jeremy do not have to do the dig for the bag of string. For the second advantage, Kim has her knots untied, and Kim wins and will return to the game. Interesting. Natalie has nothing left to give and considers raising her flag. She raises the flag and leaves the game. Natalie leaves the game. You would think that would be Sandra, but it's not. But it's the merge. Oh my goodness, it's the merge. I can't believe it. So we got the twist. Use the fire tokens to purchase it. Blah blah blah. Strategic. We got steal someone's spot on a reward for 3 tokens. This allows you to take 1 spot of any player on who won or was selected to go on a reward. Send personal note to any player on the edge of extinction. 2 tokens. Food. A small bag of beans, 4 tokens. Regular bag of rice, 5 tokens. Comfort, 2 pills, 2 blankets, 4 tokens. A tarp, 5 tokens. So the fire token menu is updated. So, all right. So a merged tribe now. So all these people have idols here. Dan and Tony. So Adam and Ben still have their alliance going. Amber, Sophie, Tony, and Tyson have that alliance going. Amber, Bennett, and Michelle have the alliance going. Sarah, Tony, Tyson have that alliance going as well. All right, and then for immunity, let's get a grape. Adam wins immunity and a fire token. Sophie also wins immunity and a fire token. All right, tribe events. Adam and Ben bond slightly. Sarah is impressing the rest of the team. Rob is impressing the rest of the team. Wendell works hard at camp and becomes tired. Tribal council. So Adam and Sophie have the necklaces. Ben has the idol. Toady has an idol. It's time to vote. If anyone has an idol and want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Tony uses it as immunity idol. Well, any votes cast against Tony will not count. All right, the votes. First vote, Kim. One vote, Kim. Wendell. Kim. Wendell. 2 votes, Wendell. 2 votes, Kim. Counting. Kim. That's 4 votes, Kim. 2 votes, Wendell. Wendell. 4 votes, Kim. 3 votes, Wendell. 5 votes, Kim. 3 votes, Wendell. Kim has been voted out. And, 7 votes to not. Guess I should have said her name another time. So Kim is voted out, sent right back to the edge. So, yep. Adam voted for Kim. Adam voted for Kim. Amber voted for Kim. Ben voted for Kim. Danny voted for Wendell. Kim voted for Wendell. Michelle voted for Kim. Rob voted for Wendell. Sarah voted for Kim. Sophie voted for Kim. Tony voted for Kim. Tyson voted for Kim. Wendell voted for Kim. So, yeah. They sent her right back to Edge. Episode 9. Edge of Extinction. She arrives back. Edge of Extinction, priceless. Use it to... Strategy, 1 advantage and return challenge is 2 tokens. Idol with full power, 6 tokens now. Create an ally, 2 tokens. This allows you to send an extra vote to any player in the game. They know it's from you. Access to information provides current and fire token count for every player still in the game. It's a luxury, 1 piece of token. That's pretty much the same. But everything's increased from 1 token to 2 tokens, I believe. So, yeah. Parvati and Sandra are completely exhausted. Denise and Sandra have a small fight. Kim finds a 50-50 coin. How fun. This allows her to flip a coin at any tribal council until there are 7 active players left. They will have a 50% chance of being immune from the vote based on the results coin toss. It can be sold to any player left in the game, however, for many fire tokens, however many fire tokens Kim chooses. Kim will try to sell it to Adam for 6 tokens. Okay. And Adam receives an offer for 6 tokens. Ben gives Adam 1 token. Amber gives Adam 1 token. Tyson gives a token to Adam. And he buys the advantage. This allows him to flip the coin, obviously. So Adam has a 50-50 coin now. And Ben also has an immunity idol. So, yep, we got that alliance going strong. We can believe it. Amber, Sophie, Tony, Tyson have that alliance going. Adam, Ben, and Michelle have an alliance going. And Sarah, Tony, and Tyson have an alliance going. Very interesting considering that Sarah and Tyson were against each other on USA 1. And I guess that would have happened after this. Alright. You have a reward challenge. Group 1 consists of... Do I care about this? I really don't, to be honest. Group 1, Adam, Amber, Danny, Rob, and Tony. Group 2, Ben, Michelle, Sarah, Tyson, Wendell. Sophie does not compete and cannot win reward. Group 2 wins. They win Chinese delivered takeout. How fun. Rob wins immunity challenge and 1 token. So we got that going on. Danny and Sophie find something in common. Sarah and Tony find something in common. Ben and Michelle find something in common. It has a lasting impact. Tribal Council. So all these people have advantages or idols. Everyone has an idol and want to play them. Now we've been to do so. No one stands. I'll read the votes. First vote: Sophie, Ben, Michelle. Michelle, 2 votes Michelle. 1 vote Ben, 1 vote Sophie. Sophie, 2 votes Michelle, 2 votes Sophie, 1 vote Ben. Ben, 2 votes Ben, 2 votes Michelle, 2 votes Sophie. Sophie, 3 votes Sophie, 2 votes Ben, 2 votes Michelle. Sophie, that's 4 votes for 4 votes for Sophie, 2 votes for Ben, 2 votes for Michelle. 4 votes for Sophie, 3 votes or Ben. So Ben receives a vote there. 4 votes for Sophie, 3 votes Ben, 2 votes Michelle. Michelle, 4 votes for Sophie, 3 votes for Ben, 3 votes for Michelle. And the 4th person voted out. And the 11th person voted out is Sophie. So, yeah, alright. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. She continues in the game. Alright, so Adam voted for Sophie. Amber voted for Michelle. Ben voted for Sophie. Danny voted for Michelle. Michelle voted for Sophie. Rob voted for Sophie. Sarah voted for Ben. Sophie voted for Michelle. Tony voted for Ben. Tyson voted for Ben. Wendell voted for Sophie. Sophie bequeathed 1 fire token to Tony. Sophie bequeathed 1 fire token to Tyson. So, yeah. Kind of an interesting vote there. So we got 10 players left in the game at this point, but there will be a returning challenge at some point, at another point in the season. So we got these alliances going on here, and yeah, a lot of trios, and I guess a duo of Adam and Ben as well. I guess Adam, Ben, and Michelle have a trio going on, I think, from what I saw. A reward challenge, it's a decoy, it's the family visit, so yeah. Edge of extinction. Everyone's exhausted. Everyone bonds. And they have the loved ones. So obviously this is loved one day. Amber wins immunity and 2 fire tokens. Amber won an immunity challenge. That's interesting. Wendell has a major meltdown. And Wendell quits the game as a result. Interesting. Wendell is no longer the game. Tribal Council's cook is canceled. Wendell bequeaths 2 fire tokens to Ben. What? That's kind of insane, honestly. But episode 11 now, and so obviously Wendell did not go to Edge. Everyone's exhausted except for someone. Is it everyone except for Sophie? Maybe is exhausted. Denise has a major meltdown. Jeremy, Nick, Parvati, Sandra, you'll bond slightly. Nick finds the extortion advantage. Why is Nick finding all these advantages? It can be inflicted upon any player still in the game unless the player gives up however many tokens Nick chooses. If the ransom is not met by the immunity challenge, that player will not be allowed to participate in the challenge or vote at Tribal Council. Nick will use the advantage on Rob and ask for 9 tokens. Oh my goodness. Let's see if Rob gets 9 tokens. Alright, so Michelle finds an idol. Good for her. So Rob has the extortion advantage that has been used against. Or the extortion advantage has been used against Rob. Rob must pay a ransom of 9 tokens, fire tokens, by the immunity challenge. Otherwise, he will not be allowed to participate in the challenge or vote at Tribal. Well, he does not pay the ransom. Rob will not be able to participate in the next immunity challenge or Tribal. Wow. So Adam has the 50-50 coin. Ben has an idol. Michelle has this idol now. Rob lost his vote in the next Tribal. So very interesting. So Adam and Ben still have that alliance. So I think all the trios are still going together as well. Reward challenge. Why are they doing? Okay. Group 1, Adam, Rob, Sarah, Tony. Group 2, Amber, Danny, Michelle, Tyson. Ben doesn't compete. And Group 1 wins, and they win a taco bar. How fun. Immunity challenge. Obviously, Rob can't compete, but Tyson wins immunity and 2 fire tokens. So is Rob screwed here, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Ben and Sarah bond strongly. Obviously, it's kind of just a repeat of the season, isn't it? Amber and Sarah bond strongly. Let's see if Amber turns on Rob. She wasn't. Amber leaves this alliance of Tony and Tyson. Very interesting. Michelle, Rob, and Sarah saw this alliance. This alliance forms, rather. Okay, interesting. Tony works at camp and becomes tired. He's working hard at camp. He's working quite hard in EA vs. the World. So, yeah, whatever. Alright, let's move on. Tribal Council! Obviously, Rob can't vote, so, yeah. Ben has the title, and everyone has their advantages. It's time to vote. Everyone has an idol on a blade. Now we got Zuzo. No one stands. I'll read the votes. First vote, Amber. Rob. Okay. Amber. Rob. Amber. Okay, Amber. Amber's voted out. And Rob isn't. And obviously Rob didn't vote for in this one. And obviously... This is interesting. Okay. Let's see who voted for. Adam voted for Amber. Amber voted for Rob. Why did Amber vote for Rob? Is my question. You would think not. Obviously, this is like a brand steal, and obviously, I guess it doesn't take into account that they are together. Probably. Ben voted for Amber. Danny voted for Rob. Michelle voted for Amber. Sarah voted for Amber. Tony voted for Amber. Tyson voted for Amber. Amber bequeaths 2 fire tokens. Did it say she continues? I'm assuming she does, right? Episode 12, Amber arrives on Edge. These 8 people are exhausted. You all has a major meltdown. These people bonds. Amber, Kim, Parvati, Sandra, and Yule bonds slightly. Has a lasting impact. The Castaways on the Edge are given another effort to win in their immunity. If I can collect 20 coconuts one by one from the back of the island, camp by sundown. The first 6 to finish will receive 2 fire tokens each. So Jeremy finished first. It wins 2 fire tokens. Sophie finishes second, 2 fire tokens for her. Denise finishes third, gets 2 fire tokens. Amber finishes in fourth, 2 fire tokens. Parvati finishes fifth. It's 2 fire tokens, and Ethan finishes as well, and 2 fire tokens for him as well. So those people got fire tokens. All right. All these advantages and all these alliances are kind of going strong. We got strength 9, strength 5, strength 7, strength 9, and strength 6. Okay, so a lot of alliances going on in here. So we have the when it rains immunity challenge, kind of a classic. Ben wins immunity and Sarah wins immunity. They both win 2 fire tokens. Danny and Tony bond strongly. Michelle has a major meltdown. And Ben... Sarah is medically evacuated from the game due to an injury. How sad. Oh my god. That's insane. And Tribal's canceled, and she bequeaths her tokens to Tyson. Why not Tony? What about Cops R Us? Episode 13, Part 1. We're getting close. Like, the finale is soon. Okay, because obviously episode 13, I remember now, was 2 parts, right? So all these people are on Edge. These 8 people: Denise, Ethan, Jeremy, Kim, Nick, Parvati, Sandra and Yule are all exhausted. Amber and Nick have a small fight. Amber spends 2 fire tokens to buy a pizza and shares it with Sophie. Okay. Yep, we got this going on. Some people with the idols, advantages, you know. It seems like quite similar to the end game from the actual season, kind of. Rob wins immunity. 2 fire tokens. Adam and Tyson have a major fight. Danny and Tony have a minor disagreement. Adam and Danny find something in common. And Adam leaves the alliance of Ben and Michelle. Wow. What does this mean for them? Because I feel like they've been kind of a tight two. This. Alright, Tribal Council. It has an island on the planet now. We'll be down to do so. This is Adam's last time to use the 50-50 coin. So, I guess. Adam uses the 50-50 coin. There's a 50% chance. Adam flips a coin. Not safe. Okay, anybody's cast against Adam will not count. Alright, the votes. First vote. Tyson. Michelle. Tyson. 2 votes Tyson, 1 vote Michelle. Michelle. 2 votes Tyson, 2 votes Michelle. 3 votes Tyson. And Tyson voted out. And he chooses to continue in the game. Alright. Adam voted for Tyson. Ben voted for Tyson. Danny voted for Tyson. Michelle voted for Tyson. Rob voted for Tyson. Tony voted for Michelle. Tyson voted for Michelle. Tyson bequeaths 7 fire tokens to Tony. Obviously, Sarah gave Tyson 3 tokens because of the medevac, but wow. We got a final 6, kind of. Obviously, we still got finales and other stuff. Alright. Alright. Everyone's exhausted. Ethan has a major meltdown. Ethan spends 2 fire tokens to buy an extra vote for Adam. Denise spends 2 fire tokens to buy a pizza. Parvati finds a challenge disadvantage. This allows the holder to inflict a disadvantage against a player of their choice at the next immunity challenge. It can be sold to any player still in the game. However, many fire tokens fire tokens Parvati chooses. Parvati will try to sell it to Tony. Okay. Tony receives advantage. He buys it for 6 tokens. So, interesting. Ethan has sent an extra vote to Adam. Adam has this extra vote now. Ben still has his idol. Michelle still has an idol. So Adam and Ben still have this alliance of strength 6. Okay, and Ben and Michelle, however, are tighter at a strength 7. So, yeah, this feels quite similar to like the first time around. Is this immunity? Oh, so okay. Okay. Tony and honestly uses the challenge disadvantage against Michelle. Michelle will have 30% more beam and blocks than the other castaways. Ben wins immunity and 2 fire tokens. And Karos spends fire tokens to buy a tarp. And then Ben, Danny, Michelle, Rob, and Tony offer 1 token. Kuro Tribe spends 5 tokens to buy a regular bag of rice. Ben, Danny, Michelle, Rob, and Tony offer a token. And they also spend 8 tokens to buy 2 small bags of beans. Ben offers 4 tokens. Rob offers 3 tokens. And Tony offers 1 fire token. Wow, kind of interesting there. Yeah. Danny and Michelle have a major fight. Ben has a major meltdown. Interesting. Okay, Tribal Council. This is the last one before the kind of finale. Alright. Yeah, whatever. He only has an idol and a player. Now is the time to do so. Ben uses the idol for Michelle. What's cast against Michelle will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Michelle does not count. Michelle does not count. Michelle does not count. Michelle does not count. Tony. One vote, Tony. Rob. One vote, Rob. That's the final vote. We have a tie. There, between Rob and Tony, there will be a real vote. Unless no one received votes on the original vote. Alright, whatever. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So in the revo, Rob, Tony, Rob. Who was Rob? One with Tony. Rob is voted out. There we go. Rob continues the game. Okay. So they're kind of interesting. So Adam voted for Michelle. He voted for Rob on the revote. Ben voted for Tony. And he voted for Tony again on the revote. Denise voted for Michelle. She voted for Rob on the revote. Michelle voted for Rob, and she voted for Rob again on the revote. Rob voted for Michelle. He could not vote, obviously. Tony voted for Michelle. So, yeah, kind of interesting to see how this went here. This is kind of a more interesting round here. And now we get to the finale, kind of. You got Edge of Extinction. I can't believe it. All these people are exhausted. Denise has a major meltdown. Kim spends 6 fire tokens to buy a hidden immunity idol. Jeremy spends 2 fire tokens to buy an advantage in the returning challenge. Parvati spends 2 fire tokens to buy an advantage in the returning challenge. Parvati spends 6 tokens to buy a hidden immunity idol. Sophie spends 2 fire tokens to buy an advantage in the returning challenge. They compete. And for having the first advantage, Parvati, Jeremy, and Sophie do not have to complete the fence obstacle. Parvati will also wins and returns to the game. Alright, Parvati's back in the game, guys. Everyone remaining at Edge of Extinction goes to Ponderosa. So, Adam has his extra vote. This is the last round he can use it, so, yep. And Michelle still has her idol. And Parvati now is an Edge of Extinction idol as well. So, and you got these. Adam and Ben's alliance kind of going down. Strength 4. I would not be surprised if that collapses very soon. Ben and Michelle still have their alliance going on pretty strongly. Adam, Danny, and Tony have a Strength 7 alliance as well. So, I feel like at least like Adam still has this alliance kind of has another alliance to back up, kind of. So we'll see how it goes here. Michelle wins immunity. She also wins an Italian feast with chocolate cake and red wine as well. Yeah. All right, Ben and Danny bond strongly. Danny and Parvati have a minor disagreement. Danny and Michelle bond slightly. Adam rests to restore his energy. Tribal Council. And, yeah. Adam uses his extra vote power. Yep. It's time to vote. If anyone has an immunity idol, well, I'll play now. They don't do so. No one stands. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Ben. Adam. Ben. Ben. Adam. Adam. 3 votes Adam. 3 votes Ben. Adam's voted out. Alright, so obviously that'll... Wow, that went well. That went well. Adam voted for Ben. Ben voted for Adam. Danny voted for Adam. Michelle voted for Adam. Parvati voted for Adam. Tony voted for Ben. Adam voted for Ben. Okay, so that alliance obviously completely collapsed in this episode, or in this round. So now we're down to the final 5 of Ben, Danny, Michelle, Parvati, and Tony. Wow, 2 of these people were on EU versus the World. Michelle was on Challenge 40. Ben, USA 1. And the World Championship as well. And for Challenge. And Danny, I feel, isn't she going to be on like the floor or something, or like balloon pop or whatever? I don't know what this show is called. Yeah, right. So we got last round to use some idols here. So wouldn't be surprised if those get used. Ben and Michelle still have that alliance going on, and a Strength 9 alliance for Danny and Tony. So that's kind of interesting. Michelle wins the other immunity. Michelle has the Koror Tribal Hidden Immunity Idol. And yeah, okay, so yeah, whatever. Danny and Michelle bond strongly. Ben and Danny find something in common. Tony is complete worn out, but is not giving up. Okay. Alright. Michelle's a new necklace, has the idol, whatever. It's okay. It's time to vote. If anyone has a hidden meaning, I don't know. Hey, now would be time to. So, Michelle uses the idol for Ben. Any votes cast against Ben will not count. Parvati uses her idol against herself. Any votes cast against Parvati will not count. Alright, the votes. First vote. Parvati does not count. Parvati does not count. Parvati does not count. Parvati does not count. The 16th person voted out. Tony. Tony voted out. There we go. Yep. Everyone was against Parvati there. But she played an idol. So now we have a final 4 of Ben, Danny, Michelle, and Parvati. Who's going to win this? Let's see what happens, guys. Ben wins immunity, obviously. He does. And Ben and Parvati find something in common. Ben and Michelle find something, bond slightly. Tribal Council. Ben must grant safety to another castaway. However, he decides to give up individual immunity and compete in fire. He gives immunity to Danny and grants safety to Michelle. Ben and Parvati compete in fire making for final 3. Is Ben gonna win this? Is Ben gonna win this fucking season? Oh my god. Parvati wins. Is Parvati gonna win this? Ben is eliminated. Alright. Wow. We have a final 3 of all women of Danny, Michelle, Parvati, and all of these jurors. We have, theoretically, it could go to like a tie here. There are 15 people. So, kind of going to be interesting here. So, let's see. Final Tribal Council. Wait to be real. Let's see what we got going on here. This is vote reveal. Here we go. First vote, Michelle, Danny, Parvati, Michelle, Danny, Parvati. What's Parvati? Michelle, Danny, Parvati, Michelle, Danny, Parvati, Michelle, Danny. We have a 3-way tie, everybody. There's a tie. There will be a fire-making challenge. Wow. Parvati wins. She wins the fire-making. 2 fire-making challenges in a row. So, Parvati now a 3-time winner of Survivor in this world. How insane. But if she won this, maybe she wouldn't go back to... Maybe she wouldn't have done A versus the world. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise that she didn't win. We won as the war, the actual version. So let's look at who voted for who. Adam voted for Danny. Amber voted for Parvati. Ben voted for Parvati. Denise voted for Michelle. Ethan voted for Parvati. Jeremy voted for Michelle. Kim voted for Michelle. Nick voted for Danny. Rob voted for Parvati. Sandra voted for Michelle. Sarah voted for Michelle. Sophie voted for Parvati. Tony voted for Danny. Tyson voted for Danny. Yul voted for Danny. So, yeah, there we go. And you know, like, this is kind of interesting. Nick wins a fan favorite award. Obviously. What a season. What a season. Genuinely, what a season this was. I'd be so pissed if I were on them. It's like, okay, so when I did this series a long while ago, when I did the Edge of Extinction episode, there was also a fire ranking challenge for the final 3, and I can't remember who won that one, but I guess I'll look back, but it's kind of interesting. Is that how they would do it? I don't think so. I kind of want to think it would go to rocks or something like that, or maybe they compete in a fire making challenge for another immunity. One person loses and they get the final vote. Like I feel like they would do something like that, and then that person gets the final say. Who the person who gets the black rock or loses fire making and gets it. I feel like that's kind of a better way instead of just making them do fire making, because obviously like they want this like vote reveal at. They want a vote reveal at in a good world, in like obviously not during COVID and stuff. They would want it during the finale reunion show in LA. But here we go. So the finalists, 5 votes to win. She won the fire making. So all your statistics, ladies and gentlemen. Other statistics. Let's go see that. All right, so challenge wins. More challenge wins for Ben. Michelle won 3. Rob won 3. Votes received. Kim got the most votes. Already got 12 votes. So yeah, very interesting. Yeah. Alrighty, and fire token summary as well. Let's see how that goes. I'm already. Jeez, that's a lot. Okay, so it's basically how everything played out. So, yeah. There we go. There we go. That is it. Do I just click that? Maybe. There we go. I want us to see what would it do again. Not going through the whole thing. I just want to see like who is our winner. Reunion. So Ethan Party, you'll get there. And Ethan wins this one. Interesting. Alright. I just wanted to see that. That was kind of interesting. So, but Party won the version I did. But so there we go. I just wanted to see that. Either way, that is it. I don't know when this is going to be uploaded, to be honest. Hopefully I'll get it out by the end of the week or something. I'm going to see if I can get this episode transferred over to my other device, and then I will try to upload it on that account. But for all, maybe this video corrupts or something. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, that's it. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Yeah.